if something is a burning desire on your heart, do it. And along the way, you find mentorship. You find other people to help you along the way. And you just have to keep moving forward.
How was growing up in Canada for you, though, in the early 90s, I would say? How was life in Canada?
I will say it was a joy.
What is your professional background? Just trying to build up a case here before we get into the business side.
Absolutely, of course. Yeah, so my background really is in science. I've always loved science. So I did biomedical technologist in school, and then I went into study and into working in one of our hospitals here, Divisional Hospital. So I was there for about 12 years until the calling of that calling you've got to jump on board of what we're doing. You've got to jump on board. It took some time for me to actually realize that what we're building is where I need to be.
And if you like to go through a little bit about what the Cleanster, some of the services they provide, can you walk me through some of the services? And if anyone would like to reach out to you, what would be the medium to reach out?
Of course. Yes. So Cleanster, basically what we're doing is we're connecting property managers to top rated cleaners on the platform. And, in the host world, if you have an Airbnb, we're also ensuring that perfect guest experience. If you have a resident, you can book on Cleanster. If you have an Airbnb, a short-term rental, you can book on Cleanster. If you're using you're a property manager and you have a whole building of apartment buildings, you can book Cleanster to clean your common areas. And some people even use it to book for tasks, for pick up trash and everything. So really, this is what Cleanster is all about. Mainly, we're focusing on cleaning for these sectors of mentioned.
Hello, everyone, and once again, welcome to the channel. And today we have our sister here, Gloria Opon, who is an entrepreneur and originally came from Ghana. So in this interview, we're going to be asking Gloria about her business, her background, and if it's any way she can provide service to you, then definitely she's willing to work with you. So Gloria, without any further delay, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much, Kwabena, for connecting with me, for needing our service, for us to actually be able to connect. So I will love to introduce myself. I'm Gloria Opon, one of the co-founders of Cleanster.com and the CEO. In terms of my background, I'm a mother of 3 beautiful, little kitties, 2 boys and 1 girl. And we are on this journey on Cleanster, the entrepreneurship journey all together, I say, because you cannot separate really the personal from the business. So pretty much this is me.
Okay. So where do you come from in Ghana, though? Because that's always an interesting topic. And also, when did you come to Canada?
Okay. So in Ghana, I guess I'm going to be, hopefully my mom is not watching this. I'm going to be naming a few places that I've been and what I think I know where I come from in Ghana.
Okay.
Like I said, my mom is from Agrosum and my dad is from Obuasi. And usually when we go, we are located in Atonsu Bokro. So when we came here in 1993, that's when we came here. I have 2 sisters and 1 brother, and we were all based here in Montreal. And it's been about 30, going to 31 years now. So it's been about that long. And my parents made sure that we were going back every 2 years. Every 2 years, they will take us there to see what is going on in Ghana. And so once I got married with my husband, we started to do the same thing with our kitties. And except for when COVID hit, that was when we were due to go, and then we didn't go. But this is what were implemented in our also on our journey in our lives. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. How was growing up in Canada for you though in the early 90s, I would say? How was life in Canada?
I will say it was a joy. For
Mm,
me, I came when I was 10, and
mhm,
so that means I lived in Ghana for a bit, so I knew the lifestyle there a little bit, and then coming here, the
mhm,
transition, it's just more of the cleanliness, right? But it didn't affect me so much because in Ghana, I was in boarding school. I went to boarding school when I was 5, and then
mhm,
until I came here, so it didn't affect me as much. But for my siblings, my 2 sisters, they really remember the kind of the things that didn't really kind of go on well in Ghana, but the
mhm,
transition being here in Montreal, it was really a smooth transition. Mind you, in Montreal is French. So that was the shock for
mhm,
us to come into Montreal and to have French and to not being able to kind of really express ourselves that well at that time. So that
mhm,
was the shock there. But however, of course, my mom, or also both my parents, they know their way around, and
mhm,
they were able to kind of find that loophole and
mhm,
use that loophole. That loophole was Bill 101 to send
mhm.
one of your kids to English school, right? And then that would make sure that all your the other siblings are eligible to go to an English school. So that
Wow,
was the transition for me, and we were
right.
all able to go to English school afterwards.
Wow. Amazing, amazing. And now fast forward later, I believe beside your business, you must have done some sort of a professional, either college or university. What is your professional background? Just trying to build up a case here before we get into the business side.
Absolutely, of course. Yeah, so my background really is in science. I've always loved science. So
Mhm,
I did biomedical technologist in school, and then I went into study and into working in one of our hospitals here, Jewish General Hospital. So I was there for about 12 years
mhm,
until the calling of
mhm.
that calling the
Yeah,
calling of,
yeah.
yeah, you've got to jump on board of what we're doing. You've got to jump on board. It took some
Yeah.
time for me to actually realize that
Mhm.
what we're building is where I need to be, like
Yeah.
everyone else. Yeah, but I
Wow.
think the entrepreneurship was really instilled in me because my parents, they have a school in Ghana, and we grew up knowing about entrepreneurship life, the hecticness.
Mhm.
So I think I was really kind of
Wow.
the,
Wow. So at what point though, because having a hospital job in Canada, that's very lucrative, right? And working there for 12 years. At what point did this thing come? You're like, you know what? I have to drop all this and focus on Cleanster business. How did it come about? Or did you even have another business before this thing came about? Walk me through.
wow, you're so good. You're so precise with and this is what you do. It comes naturally to you. So, for my co-founder and myself, right, we've been together for quite some time,
Mm,
and he is really kind of an entrepreneur just by nature. And
mhm,
on his second business, or the second or
mm.
third business, I was owner of it too.
Okay.
And on his third, I was a co-founder as well, which was the
Mm,
Ace Buy, Experts Nearby. So that
okay.
platform was similar to Cleanster.
Mhm,
And that platform, I realized that, oh, okay, I was home with my last born, my baby
mhm,
girl, and I
mhm,
needed a cleaning service. So I
mm,
went on that platform. I posted because that platform was really designed, solidified. It was not an MVP. He
mhm,
built it completely from A to Z, and now just go to market and let people come on to sell. But it was not happening. It was
mhm,
for technology base. And so I will
mhm,
go on it, I'll post for cleaning, and people will start to bid for the job. Like 10, 15 people will bid for cleaning. I go, okay,
mhm,
that's interesting. And then on that platform, there was someone else who was using it for cleaning,
mhm,
right? So that person is the one who reached out to us and said, would you be able to take on this other client that I can't service? So this is when Cleanster kind of really became too. But Ace Buy was always there for, it was more of a side gig for me because, again, I was in the hospital. I loved what I was doing. And I always used to say, right, 35 years of service in the hospital because that's how much I was passionate about it. But with time, I realized that, okay, what we're building here is really something that is in need. I love helping people. I love networking. So I need to decide. I need to make that on it. So this is where I was able to really kind of decide along the way. My co-founder really never pushed in any way, and just kind of leave it out there. My co-founder is also my partner. It's my partner and personally too. So he really wanted me to make my own decision. So this is how kind of a few transitions happened.
Wow. I love hearing these amazing stories though. And if you like to go through a little bit about what the Cleanster, some of the services they provide, can you walk me through some of the services? And if anyone would like to reach out to you, what would be the medium to reach out?
Of course. Yes. So Cleanster, basically what we're doing is we're connecting property managers to top rated cleaners on the platform. And, in the host world, if you have an Airbnb, we're also ensuring that perfect guest experience. If you have a resident, you can book on Cleanster. If you have an Airbnb, a short-term rental, you can book on Cleanster. If you're using you're a property manager and you have a whole building of apartments, buildings, you can book Cleanster to clean your common areas. And some people even use it to book for tasks, for pick up trash and everything. So really, this is what Cleanster is all about. Mainly, we're focusing on cleaning for these sectors mentioned.
Right. That's amazing. So, for example, if I live in Toronto or if somebody lives in Calgary or Saskatchewan, what is your scope in terms of services? Do you provide all these provinces or what is your scope?
Yes. So now we are the whole project started here in Montreal. So Montreal has been solidified. So you can book a cleaner in Montreal. You can book a cleaner in Toronto. We launched there in June. Calgary as well. We launched in Calgary, a soft launch, but it's still booming. And in Vancouver as well, we are fully operating there. We've partnered with MoveMate, and they have services there. So we have activities that are happening in Vancouver as well. And story really of us launching in the States happened when we did our beta testing in 2019 for Cleanster. And then 2020 platform, everything is going on well, but then COVID happened. Canada is shut down, right? So when that happened, what is it that we have to do? So as an entrepreneur, you're always like on your tippy toes. Okay, my business is going down. I know I'm passionate about it. What do we do? And that's when we kind of had to go to where people were, and that was in Dallas. Dallas was wide open. We got kind of really an open arm with clients who needed cleaning, and we started to really opened up there, onboard cleaners, onboard more clients, and then we started to really service there in that location. So in the States, we're in Dallas, we're in Austin, we're in Houston.
Wow. So this is global.
It's global, yes.
Wow.
Exactly. Wow. And then a little UK too, UK London as well.
Wow. This is amazing. And in total, how many employees do you have? Because trying to manage all this, it can get really crazy sometimes. How many employees do you have, and also how do you manage to engage all of them and all the daily intricacies? How do you manage all this?
Yeah, so employees for Cleanster, really, it's about 12 to 15, some freelancers as well, right? The app itself, we have a total now of about 95,000 cleaners on the app. Yeah, exactly. So
can you explain that a little bit, though? Because I would like to understand that a bit.
Of course. So cleaners on the platform are all contractors. They're freelancers. So they're coming on and we're providing them the gigs on the platform. So they're not our employees. However, we do have employees like the engineers, our employees, the customer support, their employees. I am an employee of Cleanster and the business owner of it. So that we have about 12 to 15, right? But the total number of cleaners on our platform now is about 95,000 that we have of cleaners globally. And then we have our clients that they're booking, and then the cleaners are the ones that are claiming the bookings. And really through partnerships, that this is where we're getting in all those cleaning gigs for the cleaners. So we have partner with the property management systems such as Hospitable, IGMS, Hostaway, so that when you as a client, you connect your Airbnb iCal, all your bookings rolls in for the whole 3 months. You see all the bookings in. So everything is automated onto our platform for the cleaners to see and they're claiming the bookings.
So for example, if I'm looking for cleaning in Toronto now and I go on your app, I click on it, and then what happens next?
Yeah. So once you go on the app, if you have Android or if you have iOS, Apple, go into your device of where you get your apps. You get a Cleanster for a client. That we have two of them. So the Cleanster is for clients, and the Cleanster Pro is for the cleaners. You go onto the platform, and then you say which service do you want? Do you want your home? Do you want a short-term rental, or do you want apartment building common areas? So then if it's home, then you click on the home and you go through the process and book in number of rooms of all your rooms in your place, number of bathrooms, and then how often do you want to use the service? If it's once a month, if it's bi-weekly, or if it's just one time. And then you go to the next, if you want the microwave, the fridge, just like pizza, you put your toppings on it. So in the home, put those what is it that you need, basically. Then you go through the process and you book.
And then somebody will show up in your house.
And then once you book, it goes into the public, and then the cleaner will claim it. You see it right away when the cleaner claims it. And then, yes, someone will pop into your home and clean it. All cleaners are background checked and vetted by us. So exactly, you go through the rigorous process.
Wow. So someone like me, or if it's somebody's out there watching, they live in Canada or anywhere they are, if they also want to join, to become sort of a cleaner, how would they connect to your app and join that 95,000 community?
Yeah, so on the Cleanster Pro, right? Again, whatever device that they have, they go on the Cleanster Pro, and then they go through that process as well. They register, and then that's it. We reach out to them. If, let's say, they get stopped in any way, we reach out to them and we go through the process with them. They have to do the background check. That's a must, because you're going into someone's home, and we need to make sure that's your background check, and we have insurance for the clients and for the cleaners, and so we be protected on both ends.
Wow, this is amazing just listening to it. So let's be on the practical level. So if somebody would like to clean maybe a 5-bedroom house that they live in, the entire house, kitchen, living room, what is your price point? Or if you have a range of pricing that you can sort of let people know, because it's interest to people, right? If somebody has a 3-bedroom, 4 or 5 bedrooms in Toronto, what would be your charge roughly?
Yeah, so for Toronto area, it ranges between $32 to $35 per hour. And every single location that we go, we do that survey, and then that's when we come up with the price, the average price for that location. And the frequencies that you're booking on the platform also helps you kind of decrease the amount per hour that you're going to be. Yeah.
Wow. I think it's pretty reasonable, though. I guess in comparison with other markets, it's pretty reasonable. Yeah. And right now, I know like most people, when they have businesses, right, they always want to scale it, right? So right now you're in the cleaning business. You see how Amazon started with the box, and then they start adding. What is the future plan for Cleanster?
Yeah, so Cleanster, really the vision, the vision is we're looking into acquisition, right? The
Okay, okay.
acquisition is really where kind of we're looking into, because our platform, a lot of uh, Airbnb can acquire Cleanster
Mm-hmm.
because they have the host that need the cleaning and they need
Right.
the platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Airbnb is really a platform that can acquire Cleanster. So for us,
Right.
our vision really is focused more on the acquisition part while we're still building and making sure the platform is solidified, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once we kind of get to that point, if
Mm.
anyone is out there listening who's part of Airbnb, I
Yeah.
know that it was because we have clients that are telling us that whenever Airbnb reaches out to me, I'm an ambassador and I tell them I'm using Cleanster. So
Mm.
I know they know us.
Okay, 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 okay. But are you willing to add any other menus to your categories, whatever you have now? I don't know whether it's a shipment or like, are you willing to add another layer to the business beside the cleaning?
It's purely cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
However, we have the SaaS model, which
Okay.
means as a client, you can bring your own cleaner on board and
Mm-hmm.
use the platform as a service, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we really want to make sure we are so concentrated on cleaning and we do it better than everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
really purely cleaning. Yeah, maybe other things will come along, but
Yeah,
purely cleaning,
you start selling cleaning products, right? Maybe you start selling cleaning products.
that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But really get better on the cleaning side.
Right,
That's it.
right. That's excellent. It's always good to also have your core, business model, right? So this is the question I always ask individuals, especially who have some ties to Ghana. And I think this service is also will be very desirable back home. Do you have any plans in expanding this to Ghana or even Africa in general? Because I think our people also will benefit.
Yeah, of course. The vision is enormous, and cleaning is, like you said, it's everywhere. So yeah, Ghana, Africa, it's definitely part of our roadmap, and for us to extend the service in there. Yeah. So I
All
would
right.
not say that it's not part of the plan. it it is part of the plan, and I know Ghana very very well. Like I said, my parents, they've got a school there. They're there most of the time, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm. Definitely, it's part of the plan.
it's part of
All
the
right.
plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if somebody would like to also, in terms of partnership or invest in the company now, what is the layout or the landscape of, individuals like myself or anyone listening to this interview, if they would like to have a joint venture, how does that model looks like?
Yeah, for right as we speak, we do have investors on our cap table, very clean
Mhm.
cap table. We have some angel investors, we have some institutional investors. Sputnik ATX, they were one of our early VCs that came on board. We have
Mhm.
also Morgan Stanley on our cap table. We have Zemo Capital on our cap table. So
Mhm.
if you want to invest, reach out to me, of course, and we will for sure we will have the conversation. Yeah. So
Wow, wow, wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. So as we are about to wrap up the interview, what will be your last message to, because we get comfortable, right, with our 9 to 5, right? Even starting a YouTube channel, starting a cleaning business. And I would kind of like this to also bring it to all this influx of immigration coming to Canada. Some people might have these bright ideas back home, but when they come here, sometimes we get trapped with the 9 to 5, and it's very hard to leave your comfort zone. What would be your advice to these individuals that are on the fence, trying to start a business, not knowing what to do? What would be your advice to them?
I always tell everyone, just do it. But it takes, you can't just do it. It takes a
Mm-hmm.
bit of preparation. But
Mm-hmm.
I say have those plans written down, write them down,
Mm-hmm.
envision those plans, right? And
Mm-hmm.
with time, they will unfold right kind of in front of you. If you do have a partner, if you can have some accountability partner
Mm-hmm.
as well, just for you to bounce ideas off each other. Do that. But really, if something is a burning desire on your heart, do it. And along the way, you find mentorship. You find other people to help you along the way. And you just have to keep moving forward. So again, I can share a little bit of a story with my own parents who came here, right? My mom never liked this place. She goes, I'm here just because of you kids. But I still have my heart in Ghana. And well, on my heart, but I really want to go back to Ghana. My dad, both of them, they were accountants. They were working very great jobs. And so when she came here, she started also in Ghana right away. And so this is where, now that their life is a bit more, settled, they're a bit older, they're in Ghana, they're managing their school, right? So where is it that you want to base yourself? What is it that you want to do? Start now. Little steps. Atomic Habit, that book, my friends, read it.
I love that book. Yeah.
It's amazing. Every single year I make it. It's like a point to read it. Just little steps. You're not going to come and build a whole house in one day. Right. Absolutely not. Little steps every single day, that little bite. And then eventually you have something beautiful. So really just do it. You have your 9 to 5, you start some side hustle. Eventually you see how the progress is going, and you will really grab onto that passion that you have right there. Right? So this, like I said before, I thought biomedical, being in microbiology, 35 years of service, right?
Yeah.
That's not the direction. And also I have a very strong faith. So I'm not sure if this is okay here, but my faith plays one of the major roles too in whenever I'm deciding on something.
Right.
Yeah, do it.
Wow, that's amazing. Just do it. As Nike would say, just do it. Yeah. Yeah. Sister, this has been amazing. It was a very short, brief conversation, but I think we unpacked quite a bit. So thank you so much. And I'll put all your links below, your contacts, your numbers, your Instagram, your Facebook. And if anyone is looking for services all across the globe, I think this will be the resource. And I myself, I'm going to be connecting with you as well to get the services as well. So thank you so much. Amazing interview. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate you as well.
Thank you.